See, this story is about a photograph and a man who never got to escape from it. His name was Kevin Carter. Kevin Carter was a South African photojournalist who was born in the middle of apartheid in a system built of division, violence, and silence. But Kevin never chose silence. Kevin chose a camera. See, in the late 80s and 90s, South Africa was exploding with political bloodsheds, towns burning, protests turning deadly, and bullets didn't care where you was. Kevin, alongside a group of photographers that called themselves the Bang Bang Club, didn't run away from the chaos. They ran towards it. Kevin was documenting reality, raw, unfiltered, dangerous, but nothing could define him more than what happened in 1993. See, that year Kevin traveled to Sudan that was dealing with a very devastated famine. Thousands were starving, aid stations overwhelmed, the land was dry and silent and filled with voices of nothing but death. And then he saw her, a small girl, too weak to stand, crawling towards the feeding station, and behind her, a vulture landed. But think about this, a predator landed. Kevin lifted his camera, hoping that the bird would spread its wings. Later he said he waited about 20 minutes, and the bird didn't spread its wings. He ended up taking the picture anyways, and said he left because he had to leave for his flight. And not only that, they was instructed not to help any of the people that was in need of aid because there was a serious disease that was going around. That image would haunt Kevin for the rest of his life. It was later published on New York Times and it horrified people. People were horrified by this picture. See, people seeing that picture started saying, why didn't you help her? Why did you take a photo like that? What type of an individual will take a picture like that? And that started eating Kevin up. Some were praising him, but some were also questioning him. Is he a journalist or is he also just a vulture? See, the world saw a picture, but they didn't see the message behind the lens. See, in 1994, Kevin won the Pulitzer Prize for photography. At that point, that was the highest award you could have for photography. But imagine this, you won the most noble award, but yet you could not sleep at night. Because every time he closed his eyes, he seen starving children and gunshots from South Africa. If you think about it, Kevin wasn't just taking photos, he was observing trauma. Days after days after years, the criticism cuts deep. He struggled with depression, financial stress, survival grief, and even feel no matter what he did, it wasn't enough. Just 3 months after winning the Pulitzer Award, at the age of 33, Kevin took his own life. And in his suicide note, he wrote about the pain of life, about being haunted by vivid memories of killings and corpses of starving children. And there is one question that still echoes in the mountain of history. Was he wrong? Was he heartless for documenting suffering? Or did the photograph force the world to face the reality they've been ignoring for a very long time? I know many people blame Kevin, but think about it. If Kevin never took that photo, would we know about the famine in Sudan? Would the world be so concerned about what's going on in Sudan? The problem still goes on. But what do you take from this story? Would you say Kevin is a very cruel individual to society for taking this photo? Or would you praise Kevin for bringing awareness to the world on something that we all wouldn't have known if not for Kevin? Nah,